All right, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday. It is uh still Vintage Cube hours. Vintage Cube's here for another week and a day. And so that's the plan. We're gonna go and do some more vintage cubing. Pretty excited about that. Uh we had a good pair last week. One that was like a green. What was our secondary in that deck? Almost mono green, I think, from memory, with very minor splashes for red blue. And then a more kind of funky Azorius deck. So, yeah, we'll see where today leads us. Thank you for the sub, MC Subtle. I appreciate it. Thank you for the cube. Yep, we're here on that. But yeah, I'm excited to do. I'm always excited to do more vintage cube. See if I can't pin down any more of the like odd cards that don't belong, sort of bit, and then find our deck and do something silly. Hope you all have been having a good Tuesday. I've been a little out of it myself, just being on a break and then all of a sudden trying to get back to normal. I it's been okay. Mornings are rough, let's put it that way. Wake up and it's like, what do you mean? Normal day. Yeah, got some fun upcoming plans for the weekend. A lot of them are going to be in the Discord, but the one of them is likely to be on stream, so that'll be exciting. The name that tune bit I think is going to be on stream because I think that's a better way of interacting with it. Just had a dog crawl out from oh dear. Yeah, you got to keep that dog safe. But yeah, very excited about unknown strange streams. Uh Saturday, let's say 4 to 5 Central, around 4 or 5 Central for a couple hours. I'm gonna be doing a Name That Tune stream. Uh, Not associated with any other group that does this sort of thing, and very ad hoc. So it might have some issues, but I'm really excited about it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's part of a whole Magfest bit that I'm trying to do over the weekend. So yeah, look forward to that. Indeed. So yeah, anyway, we are here for Vintage Cube Phantom Draft League. Chabro's still on top. Almost 8,000 players even still. So yeah, that's they got a lot of folks that took advantage of that free cube at the minimum. Yeah, let's jump on in and see how things go. We'll all be doing the one tonight, just again, time constraints. But let's make it a fun one. So, what do we got? Opening pack, we got the Grizzler himself. That card I literally mentioned in the title because I thought it'd be funny. I'm kind of, I did call upon the Grizzler. And, like, that is an omen. If Grizzler showed up to my call, you know? Try to get some sort of reanimator going on. Other cards in here that are really strong. Moldaya is very good. We know Ashiok's really, really good. It does not make me oathbound to take it, just higher to take it. For instance, if this pack had any like more, powerful tools, I would pass up Griselbrand in a heartbeat. I would not pick Griselbrand over a Mox Real, not Mox Chrome. But I think I'll pick it here. Ashiok's the card I'm most interested in here, other than Griselbrand, because it's so enemy AI affecting. There's Channel, there's Him to Turok, there's the Court, which I think is flip a creature from your hand to play it, restore the Monarch. Swords to Plowshares. Huh. And then Killer in here either. None of the lands that I'd want and the colors that I'd want to go with this. Might want to cut off black and pick up like him. Channel doesn't work so well with Griselbrand. And we already did pick a channel. We could pick channel here. That wouldn't be bad. But we already did a channel pick. So I'm not, chomping to pick up that one. I like Swords of Plowshares. I like Him to Turok. I think him is a little better because we're going to be in black regardless with the reanimation strategy if this is what we're going. And maybe we're just in cast Griselbrand hard way. Powered Chill. We got Wasteland. We got Steam Vents. We got Azorius Signet. I think I feel bad about any of those. Yeah, none of those would feel bad. Wasteland would be aiming to be a more disruptive deck. Power Word Kill is funny because it doesn't kill any of the things we're going to be reviving, most likely. Crucible with the Wasteland in here is a little awkward. Looking at that Signet. Looking at that Seagate Stormcaller, sort of. Probably the Signet. Yeah, let's go to the Wasteland. Okay, Rotting Regisaur. On Color Signet. Rotting Regisaur is a really good one to have with our way of discarding cards, and it's also a good threat. This is a thing you can play, and your opponent goes, fuck. And it can just win the game even regardless of the reanimation side of things. This is not a reanimatable Coz, which makes it a little worse. Wheel of Fortune's a really good one, too. Would not be unhappy with that. Would not have been unhappy with that, but I think Rotting Regisaur is a little bit more on theme here because it doesn't hand our opponent a free 7 to be disruptive at us with. Blood Crypt is also pretty hefty on the list. I want to focus a little bit more on getting those duels. Frantic Search. All right. Frantic Search, you're speaking my language. That is a discard spell that can immediately untap into a reanimation spell. Imperial Seal is also another really good one. This is just search for a card. And we can go find ourselves a Griselbrand. Don't know if that's more or less. Obviously, the Frantic Search is better if we already have it. Cliffs could also be nice. Path is in this spec too. Person in white is going to be pretty happy. Grab the Seal. Shieldred? Alright, Shieldred and Wormcoil hanging out in this one. Hello, hello.
Ahoy! Yeah, I think, Seal is just fine. It gets you the card you want.
Yeah.
Shieldred is another nice reanimator target / machine. It does have the, if killed immediately, didn't do anything problem that worm coil does not have. Um, so that's really the
Yeah.
sort of the tip point. But since we're so heavy black mana at this point, I feel like just continuing with that is just fine. And speaking of just fine, uh, let's take some instant speed removal.
Yeah, let's get going here. One thing that is nice about Childred is that uh both of them are kind of same stat line, 6/6 for mana. Um Childred like like un like unobstructed is just really good at keeping us, you know, going here. Ooh, recurrent nightmare.
Hello. We haven't seen survival around yet.
No, we have not. This is Medibot. Medibot is with us today.
Oh yes, hello. Medibot is here. I am not a frequent flyer because I'm always afraid to join, but this time I decided to be less afraid.
I like recurring nightmare. There's a couple cards we passed up that make this a little better, but if they table,
Yeah, that bitter blossom would have.
something like Woe Strider here.
Yeah, that does give you two bodies.
Um,
Shambling event in case we end up wanting white mana.
yeah, at this point, I'm not. Smokestack doesn't seem our. Uh,
Nah, if we had the bitter blossom again, that with the
yeah.
stack.
All right. Not gonna.
Not gonna turn our nose up at Wasteland Crucible.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe we have bitter blossom.
well, no stacks to go with it, but still works quite well with the recurring nightmare.
Yeah, I am not at all upset to have potential turn 2 bitter blossom into turn 3 recurring nightmare, assuming that we have something useful in our yard at that point.
I do like that our deck just looks useful as is. We don't have any reanimation spells yet, but I don't care because our deck isn't like all in on the reanimation aspect of it. It just has like cards. Murderous Rider, Infernal Grasp. Both of those are quite good.
Yep.
Infernal Grasp is the end point of go for the throat, power word kill, all those, in that it finally gives you hit anything.
It just gets rid of it. You lose a little life. You don't care.
Yeah, Murderous Rider has the same rider in that it also you lose 2 life, but
Ooh, but hitting planeswalkers.
yeah, I feel like that's always an important tool to have, and that makes me value this
Yeah,
rider
having a card
with that text.
that just, like, I don't know, in case they get rid of all your creatures.
All right, we got Palace Jailer, we got Sun Titan, we got Mole Drifter. On
Palace Jailer is just incredible.
always is. Yep.
You have Freebooter on color, which isn't half bad either.
Right.
And Sun Titan on your reanimation / maybe including planes in our deck at the, I guess, also
Yeah.
Palace Jailer does have a strong color commitment, but is also just absolutely ruinous on a lot of boards.
These are all really interesting bits. I kind of want to pick the freebooter because it's something different than what we've already done. I know we gave Jailer a pretty sound showing. Obviously, like very very powerful, and to pass it up is to pass up a
Yeah,
pretty hefty.
but Freebooter is on color effective.
Okay. So we got a library. That's pretty good.
Remembering what Gonti does, basically, like, you steals a spell off the top of your opponent's library and you can cast it
Yes.
without color requirements, but you still got to pay. Okay.
Yep. And it's not doesn't have to match. Gandhi doesn't have to be in play for you to be able to cast that card. It's just
Okay.
uh,
Still thinking that the library here is going to be quite effective for a deck of this type.
you are right. If we want this Crucible at some point, a black fetch is going to be a pretty
Oh, that is a
big
fine
one.
point.
Well, for a deck that is as hard black as this is, Thoughtseize is
Thoughtseize is still one of the meaner things you can do on turn one with a swamp.
yeah. We might not really have a lot of reanimation going here. We might just be the mono black with a couple, bits.
Like, we have some good removal.
Okay, now here also could finally make the white.
Yeah, yes. Okay, this is the card that I was thinking of when it's like, maybe leaning into white a little bit, and it's for Unburial Rights because that lets us use it twice.
Yes, and the back on this is actually cheaper, so.
Yep. And we do have the 2 duels?
Yeah, at the moment it is currently Shambling Vent and Shattered Sanctum. Shattered Sanctum comes into play untapped if it's 3 or higher on your lands.
Okay, so
always for this.
untapped late.
Yep, and then Shambling Vent is always tapped, but becomes a 2/3 lifelinker.
Yeah. Bone Shredder, also an excellent card, but I think that because we have this white splash sort of already opening up a little bit.
Oh, goodness. For those who aren't familiar with Archon of Cruelty.
When I enter the battlefield to attack, it's nasty time. Real nasty.
I'm actually kind of sad to pass this Thran Dynamo because that's actually would be one of the most reliable ways.
That would be pretty decent for jumping us up. But
yeah, Archon here is effectively is casting a small cruel ultimatum, hence the name. Every turn.
Vitally does it once immediately when it shows up.
Correct. Bloodthirsty Adversary is one of the current set prints. It's a very good one.
Yes, the whole adversary cycle with the not quite multi-kicker.
Yeah, this one is it's a 2/2 for 2 with haste, and every time you kick it, you get a bigger, and you also get a 3-cost instant or sorcery. Grave Titan.
That's just Big Gary.
Yeah. Alright, here we Infernal Grasp.
And we get the other removal spell out of this pack.
Neither of the white pieces in here made it back. I mean, kind of assumedly, but
Muldrifter's still around.
Yeah, that's almost.
How much blue was it? Like, Mind's Desire is sort of a combo piece, but Muldrifter, pretty much any deck with islands likes to have.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that over. Okay, Gonti, you're good. I'm just hiding a Muldrifter over here. Living Death.
Living Death a little tricky. You know what? Bone Shredder back? I love it.
Yeah.
It kills a creature. You feel great about sacking it to Recurring Nightmare.
So the last thing we need here is just I would want Animate Dead and maybe
just like a classic.
Give me a classic and give me a collective brutality or something like that, like a discard outlet that looks nice.
We just play very traditional black. You know, kill spells, discard spells, reanimator spells. These are all
Yep.
things black is very well known for doing.
All right, let's grab this Elspeth to set on the side. Yeah, like, having an entomb or something like that would be
That would be pretty funny.
pretty good.
Like Entomb, Archon of Cruelty. Oh, Jumbles.
This is a card that does not really deserve to be in here, huh?
It's okay.
Oh, hey. So I found a traditional discard outlet.
That is a really, really good way to get cards out of your hand and generate sometimes game-ending threats while doing so.
Yep. I'd worry more about the Shriek Moth if we didn't already have a Bone
Yeah.
Shredder, but we're already there.
We do have quite a few cards in here that would be just fine to see coming back.
I would not be unhappy about, like, Batter Skull, even,
Like Ashen Rider is a decent reanimate target.
Yeah.
But I think Pack Rat does the most for us. Alright, well, we do have another discard spell, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
But there's also the choice of the Concealed Courtyard.
I don't think we could use the problem with taking the Citadel in the previous pack is that we don't have good ways to make use of it. I think we're safe picking the Inquisition here because black is so open the Courtyard should return to us. That might be a little bit of a stretch, but we have not seen anybody else picking up black cards.
Yeah, and right now our only blue is the Muldrifter, which is not a really strong reason to pick up Creeping Tar Pit.
Yeah.
And what does Grist do? Is Grist good?
So Grist is always a 1/1. It makes 1/1s in mills. And then you can sack a creature, destroy target creature, Planeswalker. Pretty good. So
okay, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad. But for now, let's just stick with mostly swamps and maybe if we... You know what? That can be pretty scary with a few reanimate targets.
Yeah, like, so specifically, it's not very good with Sheldred, but it's the only one it's not, because it's very good with Grave Titan, very good with Griselbrand, and very good with Archon.
And if you can sack it to something,
this
extra
also
bonus?
is not a... This might be also the pick here, like...
Ooh.
Like, that should let us untap on 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Graveyards
I
do
think...
order. Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot. Shallow Grave is not of your choice. It's
No.
only the one on top. It's very flavorful. Thank you, Flavor Judge. Well,
I'm not seeing a ton I'm a fan of here. Yogsville is obviously pickable, but we're not really breaking the bank.
there's a small case to be made for Lingering Souls.
Sure.
In that it is our colors. It's a bunch of just small dorks that like to get sacked.
I like that. That's Leonard Relic Water is too much of a commitment. This is not. This is good enough. Hello.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
good. Welcome. Welcome to Mario Kart.
So, all I want to go with this Entomb is, we just want to find... I think Shallow Grave has been our only other recursion bit that we haven't picked other than, Nightmare and Unburial.
So next pack's gonna have Exhume in it, right?
Just give me the... Sadly, no. It has another big thing we can reanimate. Has Karn. We're not really after... I do love Massacre Worm. I think that might be
Massacre Worm gets a lot done in a day.
It might,
Good at clearing out the wide board, which currently we're a little weak to.
yeah, we don't have a damnation or anything that night. And so this might be a sideboard card, but as a sideboard card, it still might get the job extremely done.
Yeah, there's the Scavenger, which is not bad at all,
No.
but I think that the Massacre Worm is a little more aligned. Oh, there's our second chance at Shallow Grave with buyback.
Yeah. I believe that is our pick here. Tide Hollow is the only remotely comparable thing. It is just a copy. It is not just a copy. It's kind of like our freebooter. This is one of my favorite cards. I love this thing. You get to do some kind of rude things with that card.
Tide Hollow Scholar, yeah, certainly a fine card, but we have other plans. Ooh, unfortunately, does not look like a lot going us for us here.
Grab this Sphinx as a world where we entomb this, you know.
Yeah, sort of a bizarro sideboard plan if our opponent's on like mono, this creature defeats you.
I think I'm fine just picking a Shriekmaw here.
Got Shriekmaw. I think we have plenty of reanimation targets that,
Okay.
you know, the... Hey! You were right!
Good to see.
Nailed.
Pretty happy about that. And we get Shallow Grave proper.
And we get Shallow Grave anyway.
Sure, I'll take this.
Yawgmoth's Thrill.
So we didn't end up with the fetch. We passed up. There were, I believe, 2 bites at a black fetch.
We did. We didn't see a lot, but we did pass them up.
Yeah. It wasn't something I thought about until the later one. Sure, I don't hate this. Okay.
Okay, and maybe we get a completely reasonable flying threat anyway.
Yeah, this is nice. That's all. Nobody. There's the plan. Nobody was on.
Yeah, I have to agree. There's just such a wealth of like not just like all in reanimate or nothing, but just like really solid here are things to tap your swamps to do that make your opponent have a bad day.
Recurring Nightmare, Regisaur, Woe Strider, Murderous, Gaunty. I'm gonna put in cards and we'll kind of.
So I think that what may have happened here, because something that I have seen with some other drafters on this cube, a lot of people are picking more creature-heavy, aggressive plans in white, green, and red.
Yeah. If so, the fact that we have things like Bone Shredder, Shriekmaw, Massacre Worm should do a lot to help out there. I don't know if I want Corpse Dance or Shallow Grave. They're like the same card, but fundamental differences. I think I'm not playing any of the white. I'm just going to play the lands for Unburial Rights in here.
Yeah, just ride the flashback off your duels.
Yeah. Being monocolored lets us play the Wasteland in the library without any issues.
Yeah. Those 4 pips on Grizzer, not going to be a problem. All right. Well, that first pick, Griselbrand, took us in a real nice direction.
Yeah. I'm taking a look and seeing if there's anything I want to cut out or put back in. Like early creatures we're a little weak on, but we have a lot of. But we're not weak on spells down there. We have a lot to do.
You know, if we end up wanting the early creature, you know, Nighthawk Scavenger, can come in.
Yeah. Gaunty to me is kind of a replacement for like Bone Shredder in matchups where Bone Shredder fails to function. We get to bring in a card that's a little bit different, disruptive. Um, these are the three I'm looking at for the main deck. Archon, Griselbrand, Grave Titan. Sheldred, they're also the three that work best with the Corpse Dance and Shallow Grave.
Yeah, I feel like, Massacre Worm, as you mentioned, comes in against a known wide opponent.
Yep.
Sheldred, of course, extra delightful against an opponent running swamps.
Yeah, and honestly, Sheldred probably comes in a matchup that is like anything that looks like a grind out.
Yeah.
So I think this is
And
probably a
you
good.
you have much more experience piloting this style than I do.
But, we're not even going to include the hero planes.
Nope, can't fetch it up.
The only way
We have half a white pip in our deck.
Yeah, this is the only white pip in the entire deck. So, funnily enough, Entomb is card. So there is the world where we, rather than Entomb to put this down here, we Entomb to put this down here. Yeah. Also, just as far as other power we have, turn one Thoughtseize into him.
It's a little. Sometimes that's just the game right there. Him to Turok.
And their actual power is that we have a library in our deck.
Yes. Him to Turok is one of those spells that everyone kind of needs to be a little afraid of forever.
Yeah, nobody.
You are not immune to him to Turok.
Nobody is. Yeah, a cool thing with library as well. Overdraw and discard is a thing it can do. I'm only playing 3 top end threats because we're not really reanimator in the sense of we don't have exhume. We don't have reanimate. We don't have animate Ted.
Yeah.
We're not aiming for turn one Thoughtseize myself. Level reanimation.
Yeah.
Any big black creatures that you didn't get?
No, the only sort of big creature that we passed up was Massacre Worm, right?
Which came back, right?
Not Massacre Worm, Worm Coil Engine.
Yeah, Worm Coil. Sure.
But that's Artifact, so. As far as actual, I guess there was the Ashen Rider.
Yeah,
that we didn't pick up.
Right.
All right.
This
is so close to being
so close
acceptable.
to a real hand. Yeah. Okay, this is fine.
This is absolutely fine. Pack that in the lands to use it.
Yeah, basically. Alright, and we got Rune Haver.
Rune Sharer.
Alright, what do I want to seal for here?
Well, what pairs nicely with Pack Rat?
Probably just the thing we want to discard out. Do it, go grab Archon or something like that. Alternate line is I just go grab him to Turok and
that is also a very fine thing to do on your second turn.
Yeah.
Just hoogle bloogle, your hand goes gurgle.
Okay. So we got ourselves a rat.
Got a rat. If they have the removal ready, then good on ya.
Silverblade
Alright.
Paladin. Okay.
Pretty strong.
We have the problem of just damage coming in right now.
Think this might be a matchup where Massacre Worm looks nice.
Yeah. Okay, we got a comment.
And the Spirit flies, which means they only have to give protection to the Silverblade Paladin.
Yep. Yeah, this is one of those matchups where we're really looking for like our Shriekmaw level, like, just
Yeah, like Motor's Rider showing up would be pretty great.
yeah.
Got to get that giver to give it away, or target the giver. Cannot give to self.
Gideon.
Oh,
Okay. Post combat Gideon. Well, let's see what's going on here. Sword and a jailer, huh?
yikes.
Believe we're dead.
This does not look good.
No. Believe they can just turn all of their creatures sideways and kill us. Alright. What I'm hearing here is that our opponent's like aggressive enough that we need to be spending that seal on something forward facing rather than long term.
Yeah.
Don't know if it was the him, but something that keeps us rolling rather than being rolled here. So here's Jailer.
You become the monarch. Here's your crown.
And if they realize all they have to do is swing with everything, they have us dead. Okay. Okay, good
Let's
to know.
reevaluate.
Yeah, first things first, we have some Massacre Worm's gonna want to come in.
Probably for Shieldred out, because this is not a grindy game.
Well, yeah, Shieldred's already out.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
I don't see too much else I'm super interested in.
Living Death is a wrath, but do we even get
Yeah.
to 5?
Might be worth the. Well, Hmm.
Do we want the Nighthawk Scavenger as just a 3-drop body?
Right, just as especially
Gains his
like
life.
3 toughness. And I want to swap this wasteland out for gotta make our mana a little more agreeable. Freebooter's fine. They had like Sword and Gideon. That would have been fine to get with that. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this.
I dig it. Now this is real magic.
I think I'm just gonna wait on the Entomb.
Yeah?
I will likely know when, what and when, you know? Okay.
Very fancy. Now, you're gonna hate this.
Let's give you the hit.
If we get monetized, I'm gonna... Oh, no. Okay.
Hollow Blade and Plains. And there are 2 cards
Alright.
left in hand.
They get to make us pay the tax.
Yeah, this is likely hitting the rider, I would assume.
Yeah. Does that also increase the cost of going on an adventure?
A spell cast this way costs 2 more. So the first half will be 5, the back will still be 3.
On an adventure.
Of course.
Alright. Oh,
Any day you want to not do this to me is fine. It's time to Entomb. We're just gonna throw the most expensive possible problem in there.
Alright, well, at least they're empty with a
Yeah,
mirror. Oh, but we are too.
yeah, bad news. I can't cast that rider until. Oh, and they're drawing gas. That's bad.
Okay.
We're toasted. We're down to.
And the only spells we get to cast are the ones that were... Well, I guess we... Oh, delightful. Okay, good. Wait? No, we're out.
Yeah,
'Cause
we're
that's
100% out. And also, Containment
Dang.
Priest has text.
Oh, yeah. Also, Containment Priest is pretty good against us, huh?
Yes, we got
Dang.
this. This was never a close game.
Well, dang.
Like not even, which sucks because like our deck contains like not an like unreasonable amount of Shriek Maw, Bone Shredder, fun time kill spells. It's about a half dozen pieces of removal, but that's all right.
That is the one of the styles of decks that I have seen a fair amount of other streamers sort of putting together. So I think that may be a popular notion
Yeah.
for this cube.
Okay. I'm here.
Yeah, look, you show me him on too. I'm in.
All right then.
Ah, nice recurring nightmare.
I think
Um,
I think I probably have to hit that, right? There's no other way to hit a recurring nightmare.
yeah,
Like it sucks to leave the signet, but
yeah. So next turn they get to Signet, at which point we delete 2 pieces of gas with him.
yes.
Like they have 2 kill spells and a planeswalker.
All right.
So that's
That
2
leaves
kill spells out.
that leaves just Grist.
And bad news, Chris.
Grist dies to the one piece in our hand if we do draw into third land. If not, we can Night's Whisper to find it. What is 4?
What is 4?
You must have drawn something that's a 4. Nope. Oh, you're just
Yeah. Okay.
mill a Mox Emerald and get a token. Okay, I'd love the untapped land here. Well. Okay.
Good aim. Good call.
All right. So now all we have to do is we answer Grist. They mill the land. They're 4 color flat. Dang.
They're up to something.
Okay.
We're a little down on life, but Motors Rider has lifelink. Do we want Entomb here?
Yes.
Because we have Bitter Blossom back.
So next turn we go Bitter Blossom plus the lifelinker.
Yeah.
And then the turn after we set up the full. Okay. Wow, that's okay. A lot of lands out of there. And they can fetch to make sure they're not actually drawing. All right. As long as they don't flip into like a really large, they're just flat 4 color here.
That's a little scary.
Yeah.
They're up to something. They got something cooking
Yep.
in the back. What are they cooking in the back? Oh, stop having lands of
No!
stop doing it.
Okay, so next turn is a D2. Oh no, now they get to cast their 8.
No, they cast okay.
Okay. Oof.
Merely Thragtusk. Anyway, we give him Archon a nasty time? Hello library. Ah, I see we've found another friend.
Indeed. So I assume D-Tutor is going to go grab a way to kill Archon of Cruelty. And then 2 lands. The problem is, like, it has to be Exile, right?
Oh yeah.
Or else you have a problem.
Or else the ride never ends.
Mm. Garrick on top. Not 4 colors. The fact that they have D2 here scares me because they could grab freaking anything.
It could be Omnath, Locus of Mana.
Right. You know, like, what do you want? Anything. And then you're gonna get 2 lands off top.
Golos, Tireless Pilgrim.
No blue.
Oh, no blue.
Yeah.
So which Nephilim do they get with no
Yeah.
blue? Which one
Is that Sandbrood?
I have no clue. I don't know what magic cards are, Slow. I have to read them every time because I don't remember anymore. It's like Pokemon. They made too many and now I can't remember any of them. Except for like the 3 that I like a lot.
Right.
Like I know Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's great.
Oh. Oh, don't you hate to see a D-tutor and we go, oh yeah, please keep drawing.
Please, oh, Gary Relentless. Good to know. Good to know.
Uh-huh. Oh no, that's actually really uncool of the interface to show me cards when they do that. Let's okay, this is definitely another Masker Worm world.
Yeah.
This might be a Shieldred world.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling maybe Gonti. I don't like not certain on that.
They seem to be, yeah, like just sort of a value deck.
Yeah, hard to.
Which means steal something valuable. Poor Woe Strider. Always getting the cut.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just there. Green plus greed. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't look great, but
But you know what spell we get to cast? It's one of the 3 spells Medibot still knows about.
Oh my god, and I have activation.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Paying the life for the crypt.
No.
Ooh! Ooh!
Nice try.
Oh,
Nice try.
that's
Nice
but
try. Nice try.
Look,
Nice try. Nice try. You did not wake up.
oh my god! You receive the following deal. So you receive 2 lands. I receive 2 planeswalkers.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh my goodness! If our opponent is upset about that, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Hey, Gonti.
Like that may have been their entire like turn 3, turn 4 plan.
Yeah. Well, look at the cards.
Look at the cards.
I think I'm just gonna keep a trophy
It was a pretty good one.
in the pocket. Okay, we obviously want to discard this Archon sooner rather than later. That goes and fixes for white.
No. Yeah, I think our opponent's on green walkers.
doing this to kill the...
Yeah. This lets you just swing in at Gary. This is too harsh. I don't even believe it.
Him for him. Yeah, Seal for Nightmare is exactly what I was thinking. Is recurring nightmare is clearly the power piece here, and if they thought seize me, well, that thought seizes me, but...
Ooh, okay. They do get to
Yes.
take away our nice little Archon, unfortunately. And turn into it if they can hit 8 mana,
If they
so
can
that's
hit 8
kind of
mana.
scary. How big is Valky just on the board?
2-1.
Alright. Get in there, Big G!
Okay. Sure. Oof.
Huh.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So if I let Gonti die, I still have to... Containment Priest needs to die before I try to reanimate here, remember, y'all?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'd have to spend the Assassin's Trophy on the Containment Priest.
Right, because that's never getting into combat.
Yes. We also have the problem of, like, if Valky lives and they're able to morph up, we're in a very bad spot.
Yeah, I think we kind of have to hope for something good to occur.
Like, hopefully we'd flip into... I think it's okay to do this. It's dangerous, mind you. If they draw a land, they can just flip Valky. But the hope is that Gonti gives us an answer to Valky, and then we just have this. Gonti... I'll pass up my point of damage. Oof.
Well, you can dig a little deeper.
Okay. That gives us
Huh.
time.
Yeah, that's okay. Just shuffling Shriekmaw and Gonti.
Yeah, that gives us time.
We do have potential primetime incoming, which hurts.
Yeah.
And that appears to be what is happening, because that guarantees that the we have that transform that we gotta find the good stuff.
Hopefully they attack with beast token.
That would be pretty excellent if they allowed us to put Shriekmaw back in the yard.
Yeah.
No such luck.
Thank goodness.
Okay. Um.
So this is just.
Yeah. It's just you're out. Oh, we get it back.
Yeah, it's in hand now.
Oh. I thought it was just like out.
No, it's ours still. So
neat. Want to
here,
turn Walla Blossoms into Gonti?
That gives us a death touch threat against Titan.
All right. Would we like to cast Liliana the Last Hope at some point?
Looks that way. The defense here is I'm using Shriekmaw to defend beast token. Because if they do attack, then I want to be able to
No, wait. Who can? I mean, I guess that means Primetime gets to
yeah,
get
Primetime
in.
gets in.
Yeah, so that hurts a bit.
Would like to draw a land here.
Land here would be pretty nice for letting us discard Okan. That is a blank piece of cardboard. Wait, no, it's not. We're geniuses. Kids, don't do this at home.
Yeah, do not. Do not do this at home.
It's a little late there.
It's fine. So they grabbed a fetch land with their Primeval Titan to try to improve the odds. One of the problems they have is that we've actually stolen a good number of their best possibles.
Yonti is taking a lot of your stuff. Do we just trade 6/6s here?
I will trade a 6/6 for 6/6 here. Final card is Bob.
Final card is something that Liliana kills.
Indeed. So let's go. And then, hello, Archon again. Boy, Recurring Nightmare sure is nice.
Recurring Nightmare is a messed up card,
Yeah,
maybe.
a little bit. All right. Feels okay. You know what? It feels really good to get to do the dumb play we talked about in deck building.
He's like, we're not gonna thought save ourselves. This is a reanimator deck. We're a black value deck. This is just swamps and play good cards. Like him to Turok.
Yeah. Look, you receive swamp. We receive planeswalker. Oh.
See, normally me showing up curses you to lose, but also I make him to Turok very good when I appear.
Well, then we're in the right place, the right time.
Because it's every time I have entertained thoughts of playing Legacy, it's like, okay, but I want to be a deck that can cast him to Turok.
What happened match 1? Turn 1, Giver of Runes. Turn 2, some nonsense. Turn 3, Silverblade Paladin. We die. Then in game 2, it's turn 1, Containment Priest. 1, not 2. Turn 2, Elite 3/1 Flyer. Turn 3, Brimaz or something like that.
Yeah, basically we got ran over by aggro. And sometimes your opponent has the schedule and calls in the city bus.
And we're not set for aggro. Fatal Push, all of our Shriek Maws and things. Just some days the lineup just doesn't match. It's fine though. That's okay. We get to have both sides of the coin with this deck.
All right. So it's time for match number 3.
Mm-hmm. Again, been talking about it for a while. Mono White has turned to the point where like they don't have dead creatures. Their entire deck has like bodies with 2 or 3 power that are incredibly good.
Also, yeah, that round 1 opponent actually was decently high up on that leaderboard that I just saw.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that was somebody. Okay, this is a little touch and go. What are you thinking here?
Unsure. There's a lot of directions. We have a lot of these dead cards in our hand, and that's a bit annoying. I kind of want to, but we don't have ways to convert them into anything useful.
Pack Rat is a conversion vector. Him to Turok is rude. Rotting Regisaur is a 3-drop threat.
Look at the Regisaur here. Again, something can convert these. I mean, it doesn't convert them directly.
That also does get cards out of your hand.
Yeah, Ignoble Hierarch.
The rare Ignoble Hierarch. What else you got? Scavenging Ooze, huh?
That's not happening.
Unacceptable.
Bilvil Strix makes Rotting Regisaur look like a dork.
Yeah.
They are off white right now.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not a bad top deck. It's maybe unstrix you.
Doesn't work that way. This is non-creature.
Let's maybe frown.
Yeah. Perhaps the hymn was what we wanted all along.
It's always easy to say that after you're
Right?
like, oh, we needed to tear their hand apart rather than try and like advance our own board. Oh my goodness, grist, grist. You can't just be named grist.
Grist.
It's not a name you can have.
Okay.
That's another pretty good
Alright,
one.
that one's like pretty decent. That's fine.
Maybe we're not in it.
So here's bad news about Scarab God. Um, Grave.
Oh,
I don't I don't
that's real good against
yeah, we
us.
don't beat that card.
Hmm.
Like I
Hmm.
can't discard Griselbrand or anything into it. Yeah, they get to attack for 2, that's fine. We're not dead. They're still off the white, and it's gonna take them a little bit of time to kill us, but never mind, there's the white source. Okay, this game is over in about 2 turns. Good to know. So every time I've tried to use that Imperial Seal to do reanimator nonsense, we've just been smoked.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that in mind with our. Just go grab him. Just don't think about it.
Like, yeah, because it's like, okay, it gets us the discard outlet, but we still don't, we're still
Yeah,
waiting on the actual reanimation spell.
yeah. It's a terrible ultimate. Woe Strider. Yeah. Ah, they just made their scoos.
Yeah, they're like, Skew's probably good against this person.
Yeah, go figure. I'm here for them to cast Niv Mizzet Reborn and let us see 5 cards. I don't think they're gonna do it, but that's what I want.
It would help.
Because we're certainly not winning from this position. What do I have that answers the Scarab God?
Do we have any exile spells?
Let's see. I think we have to Gandhi steal it or something like that.
Yeah.
Which like,
Gonti does pre-answer
oh,
a whole lot of things.
yeah, okay.
The scary guy.
We're done here. It's okay. Um, yeah. So it looks like a lot of our Bone Shredder style stuff ain't gonna work here. A lot of their best threats are black creatures. Probably not all, but enough that like Gonti is a definite upgrade. Um, hmm. Don't know how I feel about Sheldred. Probably fine. I just don't. What's our bad top end here?
Yeah, it's Shieldred is nice because it's a counter grind to their Scarab God.
Mm.
This is tough. This is a hard game.
Yeah, right? Alright. We're on the play. I like this. This just looks nice. Okay.
Oh, you got it. Well, that is a valuable card for us to have.
Somebody tell them.
Yeah. Because if the pressure's off, we ramp a bit.
Okay.
Very polite.
Damn.
Blurg.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Kind of want to draw land right now, then.
You want to just go nuts on this person?
I'm not sure what I want to do here. I don't think I can wasteland them because I feel like we without the land we're just gonna starve.
So with the no wasteland, my inclination is Thoughtseize Bitter Blossom, and just go for it.
Now, when you say Thoughtseize, which side do you mean?
Vitally. I was gonna say them. I think
Okay.
right now it is more important to mess with them.
If we had the fourth land, I would have Thoughtseize myself and immediately Corpse Dance for draw 7. But because we don't have that.
Right. It's tough.
I need to know what I'm working against. A lot of off color.
Scavenging Ooze once again.
I think I care most about Oracle in this hand. They can't cast any of it. They're off white, off green.
Well, that's true. They are.
But Oracle could fix that faster than anything.
Yeah, Oracle
else.
fixes that pretty quick if they can find a green source. And if the ooze does end up coming down, we destroy it.
I have a card for that. We also just control a Bitter Blossom, you know?
I do control Bitter Blossom, which puts a 1/1 Flying Fairy Rogue into play.
Frequently a place you want to be.
Which does a real good job of blocking Baleful Strix.
I realize it's weaker in play, but we have Corpse Dance as a backup, and they don't show anything to deal with that yet. I'm not letting some ninja come out of nowhere and kick my ass.
No ninjas allowed. Alright, so that is Dance with Buyback. What is our opponent up to?
I think they're off green. I think they're just off green.
They're just off. I mean, pretty soon we're going to be on Grizzer.
Yes. And I'm holding up Wasteland to hit their first green source they play.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's a tapped green source, they don't even get it.
Well, what are you?
One away, huh?
One Defender Construct Token.
Then sack an artifact, just destroyed artifact or creature.
Can't have any of that.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
so cruel. This is so messed up.
Indeed.
This is a messed up game. Top of deck, is it a swamp? No, it's him to Turok.
Still off green. Oh my god.
I mean, we
Yeah, I just don't need to do it until...
yeah. Anyway, here comes the Goon Squad.
Now they're going to play a second tapped green land. Oh my god.
I am losing my dang mind.
What the fuck
over
is any
here.
of this? So
what?
we're gonna win on 3 life.
What? Slyo, how would you describe the game of Magic the Gathering?
Not this.
How would you describe the game?
Oh my god. They just started Uro. The hand size.
We can cast Archon to gain life.
Okay.
Okay.
So that was an opponent who drew half their deck and never saw a green.
That opponent bricked hard.
This is like they built a house. They this is. Oh, I mean that's what the 5-color nonsense is gonna do, right? Sometimes your hand is just every brick.
All right, what did we learn?
Get Wasteland against the 5-color opponent.
Get Wasteland against the 5-color deck. Got it.
Also, hand disruption seems pretty good. Like, I like this setup.
All right, well, we have a piece of hand disruption.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got something.
Okay.
Huh? Creatures and lands. Oh,
One thing
one
to
thing.
steal.
Okay, so they are on Knight of the Reliquary. No problem, which gets them to Oracle, which gets them to Scarab God.
Scarab God is the biggest problem as it is unanswerable.
You know what's big though? Is a dinosaur.
Would love to see us. Okay. Well, I think I'd probably do just put the Regisaur down and pressure. Because right now they don't have an answer to pressure.
Yeah, like solve my 7/6. You got a Death Toucher yet?
All right, let's see how bad the news is with the Oracle. They have one shuffle if they want it during the Oracle. They have to play. Okay, they drew a swamp. Hand is currently one unknown. Sure, they get a land off the top.
Oh,
I'm gonna discard swamp here. That feels pretty obvious to me. Ooh.
yeah, that worked just fine last time, and we can even keep Infernal Grasp up.
They're gonna shuffle.
They throw the Knight away to gain 7 life, which fair.
Fuck me. Well, do you want to grasp the Oracle? Not anymore. Do they have all 5 colors? Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's an ETB. Nasty. Well, maybe they tap out for Scarab God, and we can at least slow them down. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, they're going for Niv.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the corpse dance here. All right. This is our way we win.
Yeah, just because they want to do something fancy, either like ninjutsu out the shinobi or play Scarab God. We say no. Have a dinosaur.
Hand currently contains Golos, 3 known cards, 1 unknown. We have a murderous rider. So I've like, okay. There's Grist.
Grist. The Grist. You know anyone in real life named Grist?
I do not.
Me neither. Trying to imagine what that would even look like. On an adventure, and importantly, out of your hand.
Uh-huh.
This is unfortunately a decent number of chump blockers for the dinosaur.
Indeed. Okay.
Oh, that feels good. That feels great.
Yeah.
What did they get for sacking a creature? Destroy target creature?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty brutal.
Or Planeswalker, but
We're a little short on those right now. Alright, time for Best Friends, Pack Rat, and Rotting Regisaur. What's cards in hand?
alright. My hand is on the table. You can do whatever the hell you want. Zoracle of Moldiah has played 20 lands.
Oh my goodness.
I know, like, I've making the choice not to kill it on the 2 because I figured that the aggression was the only way out, rather than trying to play against the Oracle, or trying to play against, like, a long game against Niv. I didn't think that was possible. So on the downside, They basically just cast whatever they want out of their hand, and their hand is like.
They got so many whack spells in their hand.
Yeah,
When did they even print these?
nobody knows.
Zombie Ninja? Are
Nobody,
you kidding me?
nobody knows when this card was printed. It just showed up in Vintage Cube one day.
Zombie Ninja.
Our power here is that Bitter Blossom's hard to answer. Like that's
They do not appear to have a clean answer to Bitter Blossom.
yeah. Like end of the day, a Bitter Blossom in play is possibly the end of the game. So this is a Scarab God, which does have the recursion for Niv Mizzet. Fuck. And that's not a cast trigger either.
Oh, of course.
No.
That's only for Eldrazi. This is brutal.
Yeah.
This is messed up. Niv Mizzet?
Niv Mizzet is like a 6/6 that draws 3 cards. It's very
I
good.
thought Niv Mizzet died. Why are they still allowed to play Niv Mizzet? You can't play the creature if they're dead in the story.
Well, what am I doing here? Okay, Reborn.
It does say Reborn on it. That's a good point. You're only allowed to keep playing the creature that died in the story if they printed another card about how the creature came back to life.
So here's where they go Niv.
Instant speed, Niv.
Oh no, they're going for Scavenger. Right, life gain.
Oh, yeah, all like life gain, blocks flyers, or your dinosaur. No, they just keep chumping the dinosaur. They want your freebooter out to get their planeswalker back or whatever.
Pretty sure from here the game is over.
God. What if we took the guy? Okay, so we have this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we take off his head. And in place of his head, we put a big beetle. But also, we dipped their entire body in blue raspberry. We melted down a bunch of blue raspberry Jolly Ranchers and then dipped the guy in them.
Oh. Right. Uro.
Also, fuck, that's Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Did not escape.
No escape.
No escape.
I get the feeling
I'm crying. I'm crying at all these mean wizards who won't let us do mean things to them first.
Alright, there's another 3 life for them. Alright, what if they just like forget how many cards are left in their deck? What if they're that kind of wizard?
I don't think they're that kind of wizard, but, let's see how it plays out.
The wizard who forgets their own head,
Sometimes a wizard forgets their head, sometimes they don't need a head.
Yeah. The other part about Bitter Blossom is that it's a little difficult to kill you. Takes some effort.
But then they can scare. No, there's no stopping this terrible candy-coated beetle man.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
The bigger blossom. Pokecaptain, tell us about the bigger blossom.
Oh no, my Regisaur.
Alright, dinosaur finally goes the way of the dinosaur.
I will long con you out. Trust me, I can do it. I believe in my ability to long con our opponent.
He's not kidding.
Yep. Uh-huh. Draw your
He's
cards.
not the first Slyo.
Draw your cards. Your visit is black. Alright. So they get 3 draws off that. The deck is currently 8 cards.
Oh no. Oh no, are you... Wait, but... Oh, but the Scarab God draining our life.
I know.
Draining our life away. Scarab God.
Come on, play lands off the top of the Oracle. Just don't think about it.
Yeah, keep playing lands. Don't think. Just think of the value.
Does command
The
kill enchantments
value.
artifacts? No, it does not. And just keep playing them. Now, Night of Autumn. That kills enchantments.
That does unfortunately potentially destroy the... This kills the Bitter Blossom.
Yes.
The fairies are very... all fairies post F in chat.
Yep. Battles have been crashed.
I think they have put enough together to reduce your life total to 0.
Okay, Uro draws them a card.
Yes. Ha ha ha, yes. But our code was Darkness! Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn! Ah, Vinted! Finally, we destroy Oracle of Muldaya.
I think they're gonna shock the pack rat that did that block.
That would also be pretty good.
Come on, just draw a couple more cards. If only I could get to that massacre worm. It wouldn't kill
Massacre
them.
Room would...
It would. They don't have enough stuff for that to kill them.
It would be neat, though.
I can do. Hey, buddy.
Return of Dinosaur.
Dinosaur lives. That's all I
No, there was a night just like this 40 million years ago.
Indeed. It's one of those days. All right. Arbonne definitely has all the value in the world. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And
then, uh-huh, yep. Good, yep. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, there we go.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy that card.
Let's
The most important question is, who is the dinosaur fighting?
we gotta fight the Scarab God.
Got a candy-coated beetle man?
We'll get the kill on Noble Hierarch. Crunch.
GG's.
All right, we've been demolished.
I'm very sorry for cursing your draft, but we got to cast into Torak.
Yep, we did, and we learned in that. Again, we learned a little more about stuff we sort of knew there, and that like when we. I needed to pick something more forward facing when I imp sealed, rather than like let's try to get this combo going, because all of our opponents were like, I'm sorry, you want to take like a turn to do a combo? I don't think I like that. We never cast Griselbrand? Nope. Griselbrand's Bazaar adventure never began. It was all Archon. Love that Archon. What a good card.
Love that Archon.
Yeah. Anyway.
What else have we learned?
Damn, to Turok's a messed up magic card.
Wasteland.
Wasteland's a messed up magic card. I think our deck wanted like a Dark Confidant. Something like that. Or the card Animate Dead.
Yeah.
I felt like a card I was missing most of the
more pieces of reanimation.
Yeah, like any direct. We didn't have, the Exhume, Animate Dead, and Reanimate. None of those two. So, like, we can't go turn 1 Entomb, turn 2, go for it. Because that's just not in the cards. But that's okay. We learned Archon of Cruelty is dumb. Like, just incredibly stupid. Like,
pretty wild card.
Like I've kind of known that from the little bits I've seen of it, but like, good to get a little bit more of that laid out. Or it's just like, yup, it sure is like a +3 on every single turn. Probably more. But yeah, yeah. Anyway. That's going to be all for tonight. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Medibot, for joining. I appreciate having you around.
Thank you for having me on, Slayo.
Yeah. And then as far as future project stuff I got going on, got the normal Wednesday, Thursday, Slay the Spire, and Lightning Return streams.
Slay the Spire mod time, always so nice.
Yep.
Getting close to the end of Lightning Returns.
We're in just side quest land. We can just kind of go to the end if we felt like it. We've yet to get to that point where we feel like it yet. Most of the side quests are a little too absurd for us to pass up. And then on Saturday, planning on doing. Since a whole bunch of folks aren't going to MagFest, I'm trying to plan on doing a couple MagFest events.
It's Skullfest.
Yeah. So The
Post your skulls for Skullfest.
the one you'll get to enjoy here on the stream is that I'm putting together a Name That Tune panel, basically. If you're familiar with the panel from MagFest, or the idea of Name That Tune, or it's on the Genesis, it's that. But with lower production values because I'm not Smite, sorry. Or the game
None
show
of
from
us
the
are
70s.
Smite.
Yeah, or the game show from the 70s. But yeah, so planning on doing that. That'll be on the stream. All the other parts of the event and such will be in the Discord. Yeah, it'll just be a lot of hangout time, having a good time, and yeah, play some Yoko, watch some Kung Fu. We're not gonna do it. It's gonna be open play. We're not doing any sort of event for Yoko to make up for the GYC Eastern Conference 2022 Open Series. But I hear you've got plans on some sort of online series that may be happening.
Yes, probably in around 2 weeks. I'll pick a night to host a Yoshi's Cookie online event. If you attended or watched the one that was a month or two back from Puzzle Wednesday, it's going to be pretty similar to that. But I'm going to put up a challenge link, and so people can sign up and clear their schedule ahead of time. Because you know what? I want to run some Yoshi's Cookie.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically that. I want to. If I don't run Yoshi's Cookie, I might just literally die. So, in the interest of not that, I'm going to run some Yoko.
Yeah. So yeah, and maybe some. I know I'll be around for friendlies on Saturday. So yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank y'all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.